These are the top 5 fastest ways to skyrocket your credit score in 2025. There are 2 types of people in 2025. Those with high credit scores who get approved instantly, lock in the lowest interest rates, and get VIP treatment from banks. And those who get denied, stuck with high interest, or worse, completely ignored. But here's the good news. By the end of this video, you're going to know the top 5 fastest ways to skyrocket your credit score in 2025 using new strategies that barely anyone is talking about. And number 1, it's a cheat code the wealthy have used for years, but no one teaches it in school. So stay locked in, because skipping just one of these can cost you hundreds of points and thousands of dollars. So let's start from the bottom and work our way to the single most powerful credit hack of the year. Countdown begins now, starting with number 5. But before I get into this list, I want you to understand that you're getting this information from someone that has over 51 credit cards, so you don't have to. And I have over an 800 credit score. So all of this information I'm going to give you has been tried, true, and tested by me personally and by thousands of my clients that are now officially in the 800 club. So jumping into number 5, pay down your credit cards to 0 and keep them there. Most people understand that credit utilization is important, because credit utilization is the balances that are reported from your credit cards, and it makes up over 30% of your credit score. But they don't know this. The fastest way to see a score spike is to pay your credit cards down to 0 and leave them there before the statement closing date. And not just once, consistently every single month. And here's the big common mistake that everyone needs to avoid: paying after the statement date. The balance gets reported to the bureaus and it drags your credit score down, and even worse, you're paying outrageous interest fees on that specific balance that just reported. Do not listen to any of these amateurs out there that are telling you, no, you have to report a balance because then it's not going to show that you're using your credit card. That's absolutely a lie. And the next time you see someone post a video like that, just be so kind and ask them in the comments, hey, could you do me a favor and show me exactly what your credit score looks like? Let's put up mine so everyone can see it right now. I'm an 827 with Equifax, an 838 with TransUnion, and an 822 with Experian. You can't tell me nothing. Now moving on to number 4, add a secured loan and pay off 90% after it hits your credit report. And this is exactly why I tell everyone you need to bank with a major credit union. Stop banking with these banks that don't give a damn about you, like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Chase Bank. They don't even offer a secured loan option because they don't want you to know how you can easily increase your credit score. If not, every bank would be promoting it, right? Because remember, these banks make more money off of people with bad credit scores because they can charge them outrageous interest rates. They don't make money off of people like me. They hate people like me. But the secured loan move is so underrated because it's a credit building secret weapon. So these next 4 steps, pay attention to and apply them immediately as soon as you possibly can. Step 1, open a secured personal loan with a term of at least 24 months. Even longer is even better. Step 2, wait for it to post to your credit report, not before. Step 3, then once it posts to your credit reports, you're going to pay off 90% of the loan balance in one lump sum payment. You'll probably have to call them over the phone and say, hey, I would like to pay off 90% of this loan. I just saw it posted to my credit report. They're gonna say, great, let's do that. And step number 4, put the remaining 10% on auto payment for the next 24 months or however much is left on the loan. But why does this work? Because it boosts your credit mix and builds a perfect payment history with almost no debt being carried. It looks amazing to lenders and credit models. But remember, the longer the loan term, the better. 24 months is the minimum. Don't do 6 months, don't do 12 months. It will hurt your credit. But 36 or 48 months gets even more mileage. Okay, we're gonna repeat this again because it's very important. Don't pay off 90% too early. You want that trade line to hit your credit report first. Otherwise, it won't show the full balance or credit activity. We want the banks and the lenders and the credit scoring algorithms to see that you just paid off 90% of this loan, and they're gonna love it. And the common mistake to stay away from is that you are paying off the loan or closing it too early. You lose the monthly score building activity you're trying to create. So don't make that mistake. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with the 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Luis. Luis's credit score went up 261 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Jency's credit score went up 225 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget James. James's credit score went up 207 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now moving on to number 3, adding an installment loan like KOVO that is a 24-month term and there's absolutely no hard inquiry because this is the smallest, most powerful loan you'll ever take. KOVO is a digital credit builder that adds an installment trade line to your reports without a hard inquiry. It reports monthly, it's instant approval, only takes minutes to set up, and there is 0% APR and no fees. I believe that there's absolutely no credit builders out there that charge you 0 fees and 0 APR like KOVO does. It's the only one of its kind. Here's your pro tip. You're not doing this to borrow money. You're doing this to add an on-time payment history stream that feeds your score growth every single month. Because KOVO will never report you late. This is why I don't promote a lot of these other credit builders because guess what? If you're late, they'll report you late. KOVO will not. And KOVO reports to all 3 credit reporting agencies and a bonus. So they're gonna report to Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and Innovis. And it's also gonna give you the ability to track your FICO 8 credit score, which is tremendous because we wanna track our FICO scores to see exactly where our score is trending to. Now here's the biggest mistake to avoid. If you're going to do any credit builder, you should never ever miss a payment. And I understand people go through tough times and things can change overnight, instantaneously. So I understand what's going on. But you have to understand, if you commit to this, commit to it and know that you have the money already set aside to go through the whole entire path to get your credit score to where it needs to be. Because jumping into a credit builder and then stopping it, being late, and then you pretty much wasted your money. So let's not do that. Now, if you feel that you're getting value from this so far, smash that like button and drop a comment with the word score if you're ready to level up your credit score in 2025. So let's keep this going. Now, moving on to number 2, report your rent with Boom, and they will never report late payments ever. This might be one of the most underrated credit hacks in the game. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people are very fearful of using rent reporting programs or systems, whatever you wanna call them, because they think that they're gonna get reported late. And in fact, I would say more than 90% of them will report you late, but Boom Report does not. And Boom Report reports to all 3 credit reporting agencies. So remember, with Boom Report, you can report your monthly rent payments to all 3 credit bureaus, and the best part, they will never report you late. That means if you miss a payment, your credit report still looks flawless, and rent is likely your biggest monthly bill. So why not use it to build credit? Now, once you sign up for Boom Report, you want to make sure that you avoid this mistake at all costs. Make sure your lease and landlord are verified because Boom makes it easy, but don't skip those steps. Now, there are 2 different options that you can choose from with Boom. Boom Report is going to charge you $36 annually or $3 per month for ongoing rent reporting, which is gonna be fantastic. That's the very easy and basic process. But here's where the kicker comes in. If you've been living at the same rental property for more than 2 years, you want that previous positive payment history. So for a one-time $25 payment, Boom will report up to 24 months of previous payment history. That is serious impact, and it's instantly injected into your credit profile, which is going to boost your credit score. Link is going to be in the video description for any of these things that we talk about today, and pinned at the very top of the comments for anybody that needs them. Now again, be aware, there is absolutely no hard inquiry to use Boom or to apply for it or whatever. There's no hard inquiry, and it works with almost all types of rent payments. So Boom can report rent payments made via Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, ACH, check, and more, as long as it can be traced to your bank account. So be aware of that. Last part's the most important. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, number 1, Add yourself as an authorized user the right way. This one is legendary when done correctly. Now, you want to be added to a credit card with over 2 years of perfect payment history. 5 years even better, 10 years is even crazier. And you want over $5,000 credit limits on those credit cards. The higher, the better, the bigger boost in your credit score you're going to see. But also be aware that the credit card cannot have no lates and no balances carried, because if it's carrying a balance, it's going to affect your credit score. If it has a late payment, it's also going to affect your credit score. With this single move, you'll instantly inherit that payment history, and your credit age and utilization will transform overnight. But here's the catch. Don't use American Express. They only report from the date you're added, not the past history. And that's where all the valuable information comes from. So unfortunately, American Express is the only one that does this. Every other credit card company, it's a green light. Think about this right here. These 51 credit cards can change 51 people's lives overnight. As the famous Daniel Pena said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. When you're standing around in a circle of your 10 friends, look around and ask the question, which 6 of these have bad credit and which 4 of these have good credit? Because those friends that have good credit could single-handedly help change your life, or your relatives, or your coworkers. This is why it's important to talk about finances with your friends. I know a lot of people don't like to do it, but guess what? There's always an uncle in the family like me that has good credit that can help change your life. So maybe it's time that you talk to that uncle or that friend about your financial future. Now, understand something also. You are not responsible for that credit card or the primary's credit card. You are only responsible for the charges that are made on your authorized user credit card. Be aware of that. A lot of people have this misconception that you're liable for all of the purchases. No, you're not. Only for your authorized user credit card. Now, here's the biggest common mistake that you need to avoid: getting added to a new card or one with high utilization. That can backfire very fast and destroy your credit profile. Let me be real with you. Your credit score is either a tool or a trap. It opens doors to homes, cars, business funding, or locks you in a life of high interest payments and missed opportunities. So which life are you choosing? Because if you start applying these 5 strategies today, you could literally see a 100-point increase in the next 30, 60, or 90 days, depending on when you get started. And make sure to drop the word boost in the comments if you're going to apply at least one of these this week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one on how to increase your credit score with the top 5 most effective ways. Now, if you have any collections or charge-offs that you need to delete from your credit report, make sure to watch this video right here, because it will teach you how AI can do all of it for you, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And don't forget, subscribe to increase your credit score.